Welcome to Express News. I'm Siddharth Bhardwaj, and in this segment we give you top 100 news of the day. So let's get started. In the aftermath of Cyclone Ditwa, India delivered 9.5 tons of emergency rations via 2 Navy ships in Colombo and airlifted 31.5 tons of relief materials through 3 Air Force aircraft under Operation Sagar Bandhu. Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke to Sri Lankan President Anurakumara Dissanayake on Monday and assured India's full assistance to Sri Lanka. More critical relief materials arrived at Telecom on Tuesday as INS Sukanya delivered another 12 tons of essential relief material. These were handed over to Sri Lankan authorities for immediate distribution. As India continues to stand by those who need it the most, a pregnant woman in Puttalam was safely evacuated and given medical care by National Disaster Response Force team. The National Disaster Response Force teams are conducting search and rescue missions in Sri Lanka. 121 people have been evacuated and assisted so far. As with operation underway, approximately 1,500 stranded Indians have been safely repatriated. Kashi Tamil Sangam 4.0 has begun on Tuesday, carrying forward the cultural and civilizational link between Tamil Nadu and Kashi. Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan and Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh Yogi Adityanath jointly inaugurated the 4th edition of Kashi Tamil Sangamam in Varanasi. The edition of the Sangamam is anchored in Let Us Learn Tamil, Tamil Karkalam, placing Tamil language learning and linguistic unity at the center of the Sangamam. Key programs include Tamil Karkalam, that is Tamil teaching in Varanasi schools, Karpom or Tamil learning study tours for 300 students from the Kashi region, and the Sage Agastya vehicle expedition. This year's Sangamam is set to conclude with a grand valedictory function at Rameshwaram, symbolically completing the cultural arc from Kashi to Tamil Nadu. Earlier, the Sage Agastya Yatra was flagged off on Tuesday with deep devotion, retracing the ancient route from Tamil Nadu to Kashi, reviving India's timeless civilizational heritage and ancestral pathways. India's Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman on Tuesday urged global cooperation on digitalization, new financial products and shifting beneficial ownership at the 18th Global Forum plenary in New Delhi. While emphasizing on emerging global economic challenges, Finance Minister Sitharaman urged joint action from all jurisdictions. The Finance Minister also stressed that collective focus must remain on fairness, sustainability and public trust in the integrity of tax systems. The new complex housing Prime Minister's office, or the PMO, will now be known as Sevateeth. In line with citizen-first governance, Sevateeth will be workplace designed to reflect the spirit of service and where national priorities are shaped. Also, New Delhi's Central Secretariat will now be known as Kartavya Bhavan. The change in names reflects a shift in mindset that speaks the language of seva or service, kartavya or duty, and citizen-first governance. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh participated in the Sardar at 115 Rashtriya Padyatra or Unity March in Vadodara, commemorating the 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Addressing the Sardar Gatha assembly organized in Vadodara, the minister lauded Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's pivotal role in unifying India, highlighting his efforts in making the nation one and undivided. The 14th edition of the annual bilateral exercise Equivalent between the Indian Army and the Maldives National Defence Forces has begun from 2nd December and will be held till 15th of December in southern India's Thiruvananthapuram. Navy Chief Admiral Dinesh Tripathi said aggressive posturing during Operation Sindoor confined Pakistan Navy to ports at the Navy Day press conference on Tuesday in New Delhi. The government has mandated smartphone makers to pre-install Sanchar Sathi app to boost cybersecurity and prevent international mobile equipment identity or IMEI tampering and international caller ID spoofing as well. India, the world's second largest telecom market with over 1 billion subscribers, has launched the Mobile Security Initiative to protect users from rising cyber threats, including fraud and identity theft. India's Telecom Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia highlighted that it is the government's duty to introduce the Sanchar Sathi app to ensure everyone's safety. Air India faces Directorate General of Civil Aviation probe after flying 8 commercial flights on an aircraft with expired airworthiness review certificate. Regulator calls it serious safety violation, grounds plane and derosters staff. The Indian markets ended in red on Tuesday. Sensex was down 503.63 points or 0.59% at 85,138.27. While Nifty was down 143.55 points or 0.55% at 26,032.2 on Tuesday. Indian rupee ended 32 paise lower at 89.87 per US dollar on Tuesday versus Monday's close of 89.55. West Texas Intermediate crude dipped 0.1% to $59.45 per barrel on Tuesday, while Brent held near $62.45 amid rising global stockpiles and soft demand outlook pressured prices. Spot gold traders above $4,200 per ounce on Tuesday, easing 0.3% after a 6-week high as markets anticipate Federal Reserve rate cuts, fueling investor optimism. While spot silver dipped 1.4% to $57.18 per ounce on Tuesday, following its all-time high of $58.83 yesterday, as investors eye Fed rate cuts and global demand surges. Global equities edged lower on Tuesday as markets kicked off the month cautiously. US indexes ticked down on risk-off sentiment, while European and Asian shares held mixed amid tariff uncertainties and rate cut bets. As per an industry group, Germany's economy is suffering its deepest crisis since World War II. The group has called on Chancellor Friedrich Merz's government to take urgent action to spark a revival. Euro was steady on Tuesday at 1.1606 ahead of inflation data, while the US dollar rose versus yen after strong JGB auction. In a latest, Prada Group has acquired Versace for $1.4 billion on Tuesday, post-regulatory nods. The move boosts Prada's portfolio with heir Lorenzo Bertelli helming Versace's revival. Ukrainian forces have said that fighting was ongoing in Pokrovsk, an important logistics hub in the eastern Donetsk region that Moscow claimed to have captured one day earlier after months of fighting. Citing the defense ministry, the TASS state news agency reported on Tuesday that Russian forces have captured the settlements of Zelny High and Dobrofilia in Zaporizhzhia region in eastern Ukraine. Meanwhile, a Russian-flagged tanker Volga-2 was hit by drones off Turkey's coast on Tuesday. Crew is reported to be safe, while Turkey President Erdogan condemned escalating Black Sea strikes. US President Donald Trump's special envoy Steve Witkoff and son-in-law Jared Kushner are due to meet Russian President Vladimir Putin on Tuesday for talks on a possible way to end the war in Ukraine. NATO chief Mark Rutte briefed media in Brussels on Tuesday ahead of a foreign ministers' meeting in Brussels, focusing on Ukraine's support, defense spending and alliance unity. The NATO foreign ministers will meet in Brussels on Wednesday with the conflict in Ukraine high on the agenda. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio will not attend. Deputy Secretary of State Christopher Landau will represent Washington per officials. Mourners pay tributes near the Wangpuk Court housing estate in Hong Kong on Tuesday, a week after a deadly building fire. Crowds gathered near the burnt-out remains of the towers, laying flowers and leaving written notes. Hong Kong's government demanded thorough investigation and reforms after deadly Wangpuk Court fire. Police have arrested 25 for substandard materials. Ex-judge will lead the renovation oversight probe. About 20 workers conducted a safety drill at Japan's Kashiwazaki Kariwa nuclear plant on Monday ahead of a top business delegation inspection. The plant could partially restart to help meet Tokyo's power demand. Taiwan's President Lai Ching-te has told reservists island security is non-negotiable, stressing freedom and democracy while overseeing drone, firearm, grenade and first aid training amid $40 billion defense budget. Palme d'Or winning Iranian filmmaker Jafar Panahi has been sentenced in absentia to 1 year in prison plus a 2-year travel ban and a ban on joining political or social groups for alleged propaganda activities. Sudan's Rapid Support Forces claim full control of Bab Nusai in West Kordofan after repelling army surprise attack, marking one of the army's worst defeats this year. Australia launches national AI plan to accelerate economy-wide adoption, attract data-centered investment, build AI skills and protect jobs while managing risks through existing laws. Tens of thousands of Bulgarians marched in Sofia against the draft 2026 budget, filling the square before parliament and demanding a change of government. New York City baristas picketed for better conditions, joined by Mayor-elect Zoran Mamdani and Senator Bernie Sanders as Starbucks settles $38.9 million scheduling law violation. Migrants clashed with Peruvian police while attempting to cross from Chile amid a 60-day border emergency. Peru and Chile have agreed to enhance migration information exchange. Time now for a short break. Keep watching DD India.
So our episode is on accountability more than just an apology text.
Yep.
We didn't get one, did we?
If no British politician has the courage to issue an apology, get somebody from the royal family to do it, because after all, everything was done in the name of the crown. No one likes to be told that in their family tree there are a lot of skeletons. They have never allowed themselves to confront the horrors of their past, so I'm sorry to say we never got the apology. There is not just amnesia on the part of the British, the colonizers, but there is some forgetfulness or ignorance on the part of the rest of us too.
Welcome back. You're watching Express News. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj. Let's resume. A deep depression, the remnant of Cyclone Ditwa, shifted southeast over the Bay of Bengal and moved closer to India's east coast, prompting a red alert for 4 northern Tamil Nadu districts. The India Meteorological Department says that the system is now just 35 kilometers off the North Tamil Nadu Puducherry coast, with Doppler weather radars in Chennai and Sriharikota are closely tracking its movement. Schools and colleges in Chennai, Tiruvallur and Kanchipuram districts will remain closed on Tuesday due to forecasts of heavy rain from Cyclone Ditwa. Heavy rainfall and waterlogging are expected. Deadly flooding and landslides across Sri Lanka, Indonesia and nearby regions pushed the toll past 1,160 as days of torrential monsoon rains left villages cut off and survivors awaiting rescue. Indonesia sent warships and hospital vessels to devastated areas in North Sumatra and Aceh as President Prabowo urged rapid aid delivery, with nearly 470 people still missing. The Central Pollution Control Board rated Delhi's air quality as very poor, with most areas blanketed in smog and the AQI reaching 304. Anand Vihar recorded an AQI of 383 also in the very poor category. Residents in Delhi were advised to take precautions as smog continued to cover the city, with schools and outdoor activities potentially affected due to the very poor air quality, according to the Central Pollution Control Board. The India Meteorological Department has forecast cold wave conditions in parts of northern and western parts of India. Heavy rainfall and thunderstorms are also expected over parts of the southern state of Andhra Pradesh. A landslide in Peru's Amazon region sank 2 boats on the Ucayali River, killing at least 13 people and injuring 20, with 28 passengers still missing after the pre-dawn collapse struck the port of Iparia. One vessel was fully submerged while another was heavily damaged as police teams searched for teachers, doctors and other passengers caught in the Peru-Amazon disaster. Artisan fishermen dressed as Santa Claus sailed Peru's Juan Chaco coast, offering free festive rides on traditional reed boats. The event launched the town's Christmas season, delighting locals and tourists with a playful seaside celebration. Christmas lights lit up Downing Street of London as holiday celebrations began at Prime Minister Keir Starmer's residence. 14-year-old Samuel Salamoni switched on the lights, followed by a choir performance beneath the glowing tray. The White House revealed its 2025 holiday decorations themed Home is Where the Heart Is. The display includes 75 wreaths, 25,000 feet of ribbon, 700 feet of garland and over 50 Christmas trees. Fishermen in Russia's Novosibirsk region saved dozens of roe deer trapped on a slippery frozen lake. The animals were carried to safety on sledges and later crossed safely once ice conditions improved. The Compagnie de Mont Blanc has installed a new footbridge at the Aiguille du Midi mountains in France, nearly 4,000 meters above sea level. It upgrades access at one of the massive's key tourist sites. The Acro BTP airlifted the structure by helicopter to replace the original 1954 bridge. The team aims to complete the high altitude work before the site reopens on December 20th. Mongolia's capital Ulaanbaatar has begun its traditional decoration of a 22-meter New Year tree in the central square, a process carried out by a 10-person team over several weeks. Jordanian resident in Lebanon, Maha al-Shair, thanked Pope Leo as she joined crowds outside De La Croix Psychiatric Hospital, where the Pope paid a rare visit on Tuesday. Established in 1952, the church-run hospital is one of only a few mental health facilities in Lebanon. Pope Leo greeted worshippers on Tuesday as he arrived to lead a Catholic mass on Beirut's waterfront, expected to draw lakh people. Robotic stroke surgery has been carried out on a pig in Paris by a specialist in Scotland, demonstrating a new era in remote robotic brain surgery. Fabergé's The Winter Egg, worth around £20 million, considered one of the most beautiful creations by the legendary jeweler of Imperial Russia, could smash records when it goes under the hammer in London on Tuesday. Venice becomes the first city to make tourists pay to enter. Visitors exploring Venice for the day were required to buy a €5 ticket enforced by spot checks at key points of entry into the UNESCO World Heritage Site. A western lowland gorilla was born at Biopark Fuengirola, marking Spain's first birth of the critically endangered species this year. The zoo called it a major milestone for Europe's conservation effort. The birth is part of the European Association of Zoos and Aquaria breeding program aimed at saving the species. Western lowland gorillas remain critically endangered, making every successful birth vital. Chocolate artworks by top French pastry chefs sold for over €1 lakh at a charity auction. The funds will support hospitalized children battling leukemia, organizers said. Bollywood actress Madhuri Dixit will headline her new series Mrs. Deshpande, directed by Nagesh Kukunur. The show premieres on Jio Hotstar on December 19. Marathi blockbuster film Dashavatara is set to release in Malayalam, a first in the history of Indian cinema, on December 12. The Malayalam trailer is already out. Scottish DJ and record producer Calvin Harris will debut in India in summer 2026. The tour expands to Delhi NCR, Mumbai and Bengaluru. American singer Taylor Swift has released the trailer for the Eras tour. The final show arriving December 12. The segment was added after her 2024 album success. The 35th Gotham Film Awards were kicked off by film fans in New York, marking the start of award season and celebrating both emerging and established creators. London's Fashion Awards kicked off on Monday with models, musicians, actors and athletes walk the red carpet. The event celebrated global fashion talent and creativity. Leila Moss, Crystal Stoss and Leah Williamson were some of the celebrities attending the event, which honors fashion industry leaders and young creative talent. Italian designer Brunello Cucinelli received this year's Outstanding Achievement Award for his contributions to luxury fashion. The film Avatar: Fire and Ash premiered globally with high expectations for box office success ahead of its December 19 release. The first Avatar earned nearly $3 billion worldwide, while The Way of Water crossed $2.3 billion in 2022. The new chapter aims to follow that path. India will take on South Africa in the second one-day international on Wednesday in Raipur. India leads three-match series 1-0. After resting for the first ODI, South Africa regular skipper Temba Bavuma and Keshav Maharaj are expected to return for the crucial second game. Australia opener Usman Khawaja has been ruled out of this second Ashes test against England in Brisbane by a back problem. Spinning all-rounder Will Jacks is set to replace injured pacer Mark Wood in England's playing 11 for the second Ashes test in Brisbane. West Indies produced a fine display of disciplined fast bowling to leave New Zealand clinging at 231 for 9 on the opening day of the first test at Christchurch. Former England cricketer Robin Smith, fondly called the Judge, has died at 62 in Australia. The fearless batsman scored over 4,000 test runs and is remembered for his iconic 167 not out against Australia in 1993. Australian big hitter Glenn Maxwell has withdrawn his name from the IPL 2026 auction, bringing an unexpected pause to his 14-year journey in the league. India's women's cricketers Sneh Rana, Renuka Singh and Pratika Rawal were promoted to the rank of Officer on Special Duty Sports by the Ministry of Railways after their ICC Women's ODI World Cup triumph. NBA legend Michael Jordan appeared in a North Carolina courtroom as his federal antitrust lawsuit against auto racing sanctioning and operating company NASCAR got underway. With the 2026 Winter Olympics approaching, organizers are racing against time as venue testing is scheduled for next month at a new ice hockey arena in Milan. The White House has confirmed that US President Donald Trump will attend the draw for the FIFA World Cup Finals in Washington on Friday. FC Barcelona is set to clash with Atletico Madrid in high-voltage La Liga match on Tuesday night. The FIFA Arab Cup 2025 kicks off in Qatar, bringing together 16 nations across 6 world-class venues used during the 2022 FIFA World Cup. The Indian women's hockey chief coach Harendra Singh on Monday decided to step down from the coach of India's women's hockey team owing to personal reasons. Divyanshi Bhaumik clinched a historic under-15 singles medal at the ITTF World Youth Championships 2025 in Romania, becoming only the second Indian to achieve this feat. That's it in this edition of Express News. News and updates will continue on DD India. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.